So, like so many times in my career, I must apologize for making fun of weather forecasters just a mere few minutes ago because as I was saying it, it was beginning to snow outside.
I told you, but you weren't, as usual, listening to me. I said, hey, it's snowing, blah, blah, blah.
I thought you were kidding.
I wasn't kidding, it's snowing.
I didn't notice. And
Hello.
So
Fred
anyway,
Lee is here to talk about the theater.
Great
How are
opportunity to go to the theater when it's snowing outside. I am fantastic. How are you two?
Really
good.
Yeah.
You have some fun things to talk about today, and you're saving a little treat for us for a while. But we're going to start off with Great Expectations.
Yes.
Tell us about this.
Well, there's a lot of great theater going on, and Great Expectations is playing at the Gateway Theater. It's the Charles Dickens classic. Not sure how many of you are familiar with the novel, but Earl Durbat.
It's a really short little story,
a
isn't
short little ditty. Yes. It's,
Here, have some money, best of luck.
It's the story about Pip, you know, the blacksmith apprentice who gets plucked out of his working class environment and thanks to a secret benefactor and becomes this proper gentleman. It takes place in the 19th century during the Industrial Revolution, and it's all about class and circumstance, and he believes that the benefactor is this old curmudgeon of a woman, Miss Havisham.
Now, how is the Gateway Theater's interpretation of Great Expectations?
Well, you know what? I had Great Expectations because it's produced by Blackbird Theatre and Persephone Theatre from Saskatoon. It's a co-production, and they last year gave us Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, which is actually currently playing at the Arts Club Theatre. So, Great Expectations. Sadly, they were not met.
Liked it, loved it, hated it.
I hated it.
Oh,
Isn't that
I haven't heard that
Yeah,
in a
I
while.
know, it's been so long, and I love the Gateway Theatre. Sorry, Simon Johnson, but it's 3 hours, and it's you know, Robert Maloney, who's a fantastic actor, plays Pip, and he's literally on stage for the entire 3 hours.
Wow.
But there's a lot of the problem I have with it is that it's done in the first person, so he not only talks to you, then he goes back into character, into
like Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, and it's
Yes, Great
yes, there you
Expectations.
go. Ferris Bueller, Charles Dickens. Yes, you got it. Yes.
But if you were going to have an audience for 3 hours, you've got to keep them.
You've got to keep them from the very beginning, and sadly, you know, it did. Along with the story itself, there's also the set. I didn't like the set, Robert Gardner's set, with all the visual images as the backdrop. It was clever, but there's nothing more intimate than cabinetry and sets and proper stuff. And I just felt very cold. And you know, the whole story is really about Pip realizing who his benefactor is.
There ain't no free lunch, Pip.
And exactly, and whether or not Pip will fall in love with Estrella, who is the girl that Mrs. Havisham, who's played by Susan Williamson, and she does it a bit over the top. But anyway, she got left at the altar, so she takes it out on this poor girl, who teaches this poor girl to like shun Pip, and it's just. There's no chemistry. I didn't care at the end who the benefactor was.
And if you're going to break down the fourth wall and talk to the audience, you got to be good.
Yeah, and I didn't care whether or not Pip and Estrella got together at the end. And so they're just, it's 3 hours I'm never going to get back.
There we go.
Okay, well, let's go on to Falsetto at the Norman Rothstein Theater.
Yes.
How is this one?
Well, it's put on by Wizard Productions as part of the Chutzpah Festival, and it's Chutzpah, and it talks about Marvin and his family, his wife, his ex-wife, because he just has fallen in love with Whizzer, this hot-looking guy, and really at the crux of this play or musical, which was first presented in the 90s, Tony Award winner. It's about defining family. And basically, Marvin is trying to figure out, he still wants to have a tight-knit family and how to keep both. So his wife and his son, as they're trying to plan their bar mitzvah, but also trying to keep Whizzer happy. And they also, in the second half, is introduced by this lesbian couple who happens to be their neighbors.
Right. There's a lot of different things in that stew.
There's a lot of stuff going on. But again, the common thread is trying to is about family and how they define family. And because it takes place in the 90s as well, there's the whole AIDS crisis happening, and poor Wizard gets sick, and they're trying to still be this Jewish family and have the bar mitzvah. So there's a lot all going on. Of course, they sing. Because what do?
You
sing.
You sing about it, but the Chutzpah Festival has a great track record.
Yes.
Fred liked
Yes.
it, loved it, hated it.
You know what? I liked it. I really did. I wasn't, it's musically not my cup of tea. The first half was, it was a little staid, but second half really came alive with the lesbians coming on. And maybe it's just having those female voices, and the son, he's really cute, but I couldn't stand his voice.
Uh-oh.
I know. Don't
That
you
can
hate
ruin
that?
it, yeah.
That can ruin it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you know what? There were some very cute numbers, very well staged, great direction by Peter Jorgensen. If you're a musical fan, you really do need to see falsettos.
Okay, let's go on to the next one, which you say is fantastic.
Not to give it away, but you love
August
this.
Osage County.
August Osage
at the
County.
Stanley.
It is a magnificent Broadway sensation that makes its Vancouver debut, and it's about the most dysfunctional family with a capital D.
Putting the fun in dysfunction.
Oh my God, my goodness. And here is 3 hours, just to let you know, it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
But did they
Two
have you for the
intermissions,
3 hours?
but they had me from the very beginning.
Oh, nice.
Basically, Vi Weston calls upon her sister and 3 daughters to come home because her husband is missing. And these 3 daughters are as dysfunctional and have problems within their own personal lives. It comes together with the mother, who's the matriarch of the family, but she is a pill-popping character on her own. And
Like
she
all
is
the best matriarchs.
She is a mess in a dress, and there's no reason. There's a reason why these 3 girls have fled.
Yeah.
But they are all brought together, and it is just a calamity. Just imagine a Jerry Springer
Yeah.
show on stage with these 13 people. And it's amazing because all these secrets become revealed. And every revelation, you could just hear the audience go,
Really?
yeah. And if you watch Jerry Springer, you can probably take it for 10 minutes, and then you have to
Yeah.
click on to something else. August Osage County keeps you on the edge of
3
your
hours.
seat
Okay,
for
liked it, loved it,
3
hated it.
hours. Loved it.
That's
It
the
is
first
the
loved it
best,
we've had in a while.
Best theater by far this season. Outstanding cast of 13. Janet Wright, formerly of Corner Gas, directs an incredible lineup of actors and actresses.
So we're running out of time, but we want to tell
Yes.
people that's at the Stanley until
Yes.
February
Loved it.
27th.
Yes.
Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du
Queen Anne.
Soleil! I love it!
Yay!
Yay! They're back, but not under the Grand Chapiteau, because as we can see, it's a little cold.
But they're going to be
Yeah.
at Rogers Arena.
They're going to be at Rogers Arena.
I have never seen any Cirque show at a venue that large.
Well, just imagine how much bigger the tumbling acts will be,
Yeah,
and how
keep damn, dog,
Yes,
this is gonna be
look
good.
At that. And that's how bendy they are. Yes,
They
so
are bendy, aren't
it
they?
is, it's always a spectacle. You're going to expect all the glitz and glamour and all the athletics and artistry. It is unbelievable.
I've seen shows that weren't my favorite of theirs, but all of them are good.
They're-
No
you-
matter what.
yes.
There's great
There's
and
always
there's
something
good.
amazing.
And
There's
you know
always
what?
something
Why
amazing.
go to Las Vegas? Why go to another city to see Cirque when they're in town here? Highly recommend it. You won't be
we really
disappointed.
quickly want to get to Legally Blonde, the musical, which is at the Queen Elizabeth Theater.
How cute is this?
I don't know.
I don't know
well, you know
either.
what?
Convince me,
Well,
Fred.
you know what? I haven't seen the movie. I'm going to be very honest with you.
Even I've seen the movie.
But
It
I
was
don't
good.
remember the movie being a musical, so this is
No.
going to be quite interesting.
It
but
does look really cute.
It's very lighthearted, but it's great for girls. It's very empowering. She's a sorority girl that goes to law school to Harvard to try and win her man back. She gets there, realizes her man's not all that, but she does better things, and she gets thrown into a murder trial and her first court case, and it's all fun. And of course, it's all singing and dancing. Who knew?
Yay!
Who knew? Throw everything.
Fred,
Singing,
thank
dancing,
you
it's
so
all great.
much. As always, we love Fred Lee. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return...